So the other day I was shooting my thesis film, and when we were getting ready to set up one of the shots, one of the ACs comes running in and he's like, guys, like, he was holding his phone out like this, he was like, guys, look what happened. Now, being the naive person I am, I thought something bad happened, like a plane crashed or something. But no, what he was about to show me was far worse than anything I could have imagined. It was a picture of Kevin Smith crying after seeing the new Black Panther movie. For those of you who don't know, Kevin Smith is an American filmmaker, best known for movies such as Clerks, Chasing Amy, Mallrats, and probably some other crap I'm forgetting. His stuff is generally pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say he's as good as someone like fucking Wes Anderson, but you know, he seems like a decent guy, so it's pretty cool. But this video isn't meant to be a critique on Kevin as like a visionary or a filmmaker or anything like that. It's meant to insult his fucking disgusting, rancid habit of crying to every movie he sees and then posting about it on Twitter. For one reason or another, Kevin feels the need to let all of his fans know whenever he has an emotional breakdown while watching something. Now, on paper this is only like mildly cringe, because even though, you know, like, nobody cares, at least it's the super heart-wrenching stuff, right?
Just saw Captain Marvel. I am a blubbering mess.
Watched
after
it
a lifetime
three
spent
times.
referencing the movies.
Loved it.
The movies just referenced
was
me.
everything I wanted.
Special thanks to Marvel
The
Studios
folks
and my
say
friend,
how
the
I
real
just
Slam
saw the
TV
Black
shout
Panther.
out.
I'm
For
fine
now,
I haven't smoked weed in a week.
Worth the price.
Did
Stop
I
blaming
survive the
her.
snap?
This man openly admits to crying over Marvel movies. Okay, I don't give a shit about what you think of the MCU. You know, you could love it, you can hate it, whatever floats your boat. But I think even the greasiest of Marvel stans can agree they're not worth crying over. Yet somehow Kevin finds a reason, and instead of hiding the fact that he's a loser, he wants to share that knowledge with the rest of the world. This is what annoys me so much about the crying thing. He's so insistent on letting everybody know he does this. My question is like, what does he have to gain from this? Like, this doesn't make him look intelligent or sophisticated or sensitive or anything. And I know some people are gonna bring up the argument of like, oh, maybe Marvel as a brand or like these movies mean a lot to him, so that's why he's getting so emotional. But it's like, can't you take a second to realize how cringy this is? It's like that one guy who cried to Rise of the Skywalker, you know? No matter how much Mark Hamill defended him, he's still gonna be known as the loser who cried to Rise of the Skywalker. My favorite thing too is how people dog on him in the comments, and they'll try and justify his actions in the funniest way possible. It's like, dude, I know, again, you feel a certain way about Marvel, but like after a certain point, you just gotta like own up to your mistakes. No one likes seeing people cry, right? It's loud, obnoxious, and just blatantly abhorrent. But when it's the result of watching a product, not a work of art, a literal product disguised as a film, that's when there's an issue. You know what I think? And, sorry, you can take this with a grain of salt if you want to, but I think this is all a huge ploy on Kevin's part to stay on Disney's good side after everything they've done to him. See, after Clerks came out, Kevin was given the opportunity to make an animated television show about it, and originally had a deal to put it on the channel UPN. However, some greedy bastards convinced Kevin to have the show air on ABC, since they also own that network. And considering that Clerks was distributed by Miramax, which was acquired by Disney a year before the film came out, they wanted to have the show be as inbred as possible. There's a lot more to this story, and I probably got a bunch of it wrong. So if you're interested, Rebel Taxi made a really interesting video about the Clerks TV show and all the messed up stuff that happened during its production. Also check out the Clerks TV show, that's your homework for tonight. But Disney's bullshittery with Kevin doesn't stop there, as a few years ago he tried to pitch a TV adaptation of Kingdom Keepers for Disney+. And for a while it seemed to be going pretty well. He was meeting with producers, talking about film logistics, and was almost ready to go into production. But then out of nowhere, they instantly pulled the plug once new management came around. Their reason being, they wanted to focus more on Marvel stuff. Hopefully now you're starting to put two and twos together. And again, this is just my little like tinfoil hat theory, but after getting cucked by Disney twice, it makes sense why Kevin is such a soy boy for Marvel nowadays. Hey, if you can't beat him, join him, you know? Again, to reiterate my point from the start, I think Kevin Smith is a fine artist. You know, he's made some good stuff, some not so good stuff, but like, I don't hate him as a person or anything, I just hate the choices he makes. Like, if he kept this whole crying thing to himself like an embarrassing fetish, I wouldn't have any problems with him whatsoever. But the fact that he parades it around and is like proud of it is the real problem here. So Kevin, Bubby, I'm talking to you directly right now. Anybody else who's not Kevin Smith, go away. Knock it off. You're really grinding my gears. But yeah, that's really all I had to say on this matter. Sorry I've been dead for 4 months. I've been busy with some IRL stuff, which you may or may not see in April. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's basically it. Bye.